Thanks, Mike. This week in the news, CIG Mike Northeast, one of the devs, commented about how he envisions crew stations on multiplayer ships. In his description of exactly what a crew station is, he explains that in larger ships, players will have to rely on other players for certain information. The stations don't have specific names because they expect the player to be able to customize the station with numerous tasks and then assign a player or an NPC to that station. This means that a station will be able to have multiple functions on it, and these functions can be set on any station that's on the ship. This is going to allow you to customize your player's roles on your ship. Crew stations should also scale with the type of ship. A small single-seater ship has very little space for a station, so it would be a more simplistic HUD-oriented station that allows you to do things like create weapon groups. Multi-role ships like the Constellation or the Freelancer would have a bit more complexity and allow you to set up stations for radar, weapon management, power, and so on. Capital ships like the Idris would add even more functionality like detailed power management systems that take into account the more complex nature of a huge capital ship and its systems. Mike Northeast then breaks it down even further by explaining a seat action. A seat action is a single task on a ship like weapons, radar monitoring, and helm control. The captain can then create roles, which are a group of seat actions, and then assign those roles to players or stations. For Crew Stations version 1, it's likely that seat actions will be locked to specific crew stations so that it can be delivered to us quicker. The roles functionality would be added on top of that. Mike Northeast goes on to talk about privileges as well. Privileges is a system where the captain of the ship can assign security levels for crewmen. This will allow us to add or refuse access to certain ship systems at our own discretion. The plan is to make this system persistent as well, so that when you log off and back on again, roles and privileges are saved for your crew. This is starting to sound very impressive. Imagine being out in space and disabling a ship and then boarding it. The captain's still alive somewhere on the ship, so you have to gain access to the ship's system somehow. You can do so by hacking the privileges systems at a station. This would give you access to the ship's navigation, then you could ransom it, steal it, whatever. It's definitely got me excited.